basically what I wanted to talk about it for those 4 or 5 people that do the homework. Only 4 or 5 of y'all have done 6.2. The rest of y'all pretty much suck because you haven't done it. And you should at least have half to 3/4 of 6.2 done. But some of y'all, like I said, haven't done squat, so I don't understand that, but I could understand, having some of it done, not all of it, but evidently y'all gonna try to do the 5 dead grandmothers and I didn't know and all that other bull crap that students give me. So we'll just leave it at that. So, but for the 4 or 5 people that are doing the homework, I'm going to finish 6.3 today, which is pretty much washers, not donuts. Please don't call it a donut, please. Okay. And you should be able to work on 6.3 homework. You're only talking 9 or 10 problems. I mean, it's not like you can't do, 9 or 10 problems or even half of them, and send me questions. Over the weekend, you should be able to at least do 2 or 3 to 5 problems and send me questions. And then that leaves Monday and Tuesday to go over the shell or the ring. And where we are Monday and Tuesday will decide how much more we're going to do for the semester. And if we do anything, we'll do a little bit more of the practical applications. I think it's 6.5. Okay. So that's where we stand right about now. So hopefully we should be able to finish. Because yesterday I covered DISC, and I'm going to do a problem today just to rehash that. And we're going to do 3 or 4 problems with the washer. Comprende? And we've got 8 people in the class, and we've got 8 people on video. It's a miracle. Hollywood is showing me the ceiling of his vehicle. Way to go, Hollywood.
Count on me.
Yep. All right, here's the problem. Here's a test question. Find the volume rotating around the x-axis of the following. And that would be the x-axis. Y is equal to 0. The y-axis, x is equal to 0. X is equal to 6. And y is equal to the square root of x. Okay, so go ahead. The first thing you need to do is draw it. And by the time you finish today's class, you will see how important it is to draw these before you even get started. Even though some of you, that's beneath you to draw a graph or to draw something, because you already know everything. Well, you're going to get used to it in statics and dynamics. And orange. All right, give you a minute or 2 to start this one. This is just DISC, so it's not anything new. This is what we went over yesterday. Draw it out, set it up, and do it. And if you can't do it, then you must pretty much suck. Let's see if everybody got their video turned on. We got 12 in the class. Oh my gosh, we have everybody's video on. Wow. Y'all feeling kind of confident today? Mr. Wooten, you still holding, man? You still holding on to your Doge?
Yes, sir.
I am too. In fact, I'm going to buy some more, I think. If it hits 15 cents, I'm going to buy more.
I would.
I know
like
what
another
they're doing.
20
They're
bucks
trying to
into
get
it or
everybody to
something.
sell theirs.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
are.
they're trying to do.
Put 15 bucks or 20 bucks more into it.
Yep. I think what they're trying to do, they're trying to do this with all the cryptocurrency, and then all the whales are going to buy up all the cryptocurrency, and it's going to go through the roof. That's what I think.
It's possible.
I tried to watch Black Widow. I turned it to Black Widow, and I just turned it off. I watched
Yeah, I
Archer
would have to.
instead. I love
Wait,
Archer.
what'd you watch instead?
Archer. I love Archer.
Archer.
Oh my God, that is the funniest show. I could watch that. I watch reruns. I mean, he is so funny. God, I love that show. And I love Cheryl. Cheryl is just freaking crazy. Cheryl and Archer are my favorite. You ain't never watched Archer, it's a good show. But don't watch it with any kids. I wouldn't watch it with kids. Just like Lana says, the actress, she said, if you let your kids watch Archer, you are a bad parent. All right, so here we go. The x-axis, y is equal to 0. X is equal to 0. X is equal to 6. And the square root of X looks like, according to our family of graphs, like that. Now, of course, if you didn't learn the family of graphs, like I told you in review, then you don't have any idea what's what. And I'm sorry, you didn't listen to me. And this is the area that we are finding, not the area, but the volume. And we are revolving it around the x-axis. So our disk pretty much looks like that. And of course it has that look to it. So we're still talking about kind of like the watermelon, half of a watermelon. And we're talking about 6 inches instead of 4 inches. I think ours was 6 inches. So what is the volume of that watermelon? And the seeds are up here. Or you could say a lemon, but that'd be a big ass lemon, be 6 inches. So we'll just use watermelon. There's Miss Siler. When did Miss Siler get in here?
I've been in here.
Oh, okay. I guess I just missed you.
I'm on
All right.
my phone today. My laptop disappeared. I can't
Somebody
find it.
came in. Who else came in? Let me look. Somebody came in. I don't know who came in, but make sure you got your videos on. Let me check. 14 in class. We got 6 right here. 9. That's 12. Yeah, we got everybody. Okay, so there is our volume. It's going to look like this. So we're going from 0 to 4. V is equal to pi 0 to 4 of the function squared dx, and our function is x to the 1/2. Not 0 to 4, 0 to 6. Sorry. That's 6. And that's going to be v is equal to pi from 0 to 6 of x dx. And that's going to be pi times x squared over 2, evaluated at 0 and 6. And we all know that what happens to the 0? 0 over 2 is 0, so it cancels out. And that leaves us with pi, 36 pi over 2, which is equal to 18 pi. That is a 6.2 test question. So make sure, I'm just keep throwing that in there in case somebody watches the video. For the one person that watches the video, they can hit pause and rewrite it if they didn't see it at the beginning. And there is the answer. And that is what we went over yesterday. We went over the disk because this right here looks like a what? That looks like a what? A disk. And it goes round and round and gets bigger and bigger and covers this whole volume, and the shape looks like that. Think of a 3D printer. What would happen if this was going round and round and round from 0 to 6? What would it look like? It would look like this. Okay. Now let's talk about today, the washer. And the question that I have for you is right here. Y is equal to x. Y is equal to x cubed in the first quadrant. And it's being rotated around the x-axis. All right, get to work. Of course, the first thing you're going to do is draw it. We'll give y'all 3 minutes. If you can't get a good start on it in 3 minutes, that means you suck. Everybody got that? Or you can say you're a failure, depending on how far you get. If you don't get past drawing it, then you pretty much suck. I don't see you drawing, Mr. Paris. You need to be drawing the picture. You and Mr. Knight, both of you. Let's draw those pictures, man. Forget the law.
I got it right here.
Mr. Knight, are you on another road trip to the West Coast?
No, I'm driving home right now from Groucho's.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I just had Groucho's for lunch. What'd you get?
Say again?
I just had Groucho's for lunch, and I was just wondering what he got from Groucho's.
What the hell is Groucho's?
It's like a really good sandwich place.
Yeah, does it have people there?
Yeah, it's got people.
Yeah, I don't go to people. I don't go. Nope.
Not
I'm
much
done
of a
with
people
people.
person.
No. I used to be a people person, but I have found out that the more people you hang around, the more drama you have. So I don't like drama, so I don't hang around people. You'll figure that out too. I'm going to give y'all another minute and a half, see how far you get. Trying to see Mr. Hafner's ceiling fan. I think it's broke. Golly, have y'all noticed? Except for, no. Do y'all actually realize that nobody is showing me a ceiling fan? Wow. Although Mr. Jackson is kind of cheating by showing us a ball cap, but you know, that's better. I'm not complaining, Mr. Jackson. I'm not complaining. Can't see Miss Parker. She's in the dark, so she's looking like she's in the dark. I can't even see her face. That's the way she plans it. She's incognito, right, Miss Parker?
That's right.
Okay. I think this is the first class that nobody has done that. Wonder why. What makes today so special? What makes today so special?
Because it's Thursday.
That must be. All right, so here we go. We know X is going to be a straight line at 45 degrees. That's pretty simple. So I'll take my handy dandy yellow marker. And X cubed, we'll do that in blue. Y'all gonna miss my colors next semester. I exaggerated a little bit, but the other side goes like this. Okay. So we need to go and find out where they're crossing. X is equal to X cubed. 0 is equal to X cubed minus X. 0 is equal to X. X squared minus 1. 0 is equal to X. 0 is equal to X squared minus 1. 0 is equal to X. 1 is equal to X squared, square root, 0, positive or negative 1. What do the directions say? Direction says what?
greater than or equal to 0.
Everything's got to be positive. So therefore, negative is not part of it. So we've got 0 right there and 1 right there. So now we've got our intersection points, which is A and B. And now we just find out which one's the dominant. And I'm going to take my orange pen. I'm going to draw a line there. And I'm going to take my magenta pen. And I'm going to draw a line here. So which one is my dominant or my outer? Outer radius would be my orange. This is called the outer radius. So minus the inner radius. And dx, and 0 to 1, volume equals pi. And the outer radius is what? What's the outer radius?
X.
And what's the inner radius?
X.
X cubed. I'm sorry, I should have wrote that in blue. Okay, so, all right, finish it. Finish with the calculus and the algebra. I do think it's complimentary, Mr. Paris and Mr. Knight, that y'all would include us in y'all's driving. I think that's very complimentary. Thank you. That you would attend class while you're driving. That makes me feel good. You put that in your evaluations. I love class so much that I would attend class while I was driving. Oh my. That's interesting. Wow. Somebody took a rear end, put a blade on it, and pulled it behind a four-wheeler. That is wild. Huh. Y'all have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyway. I don't know why somebody would send me that thinking that I would build that. All right, so y'all are finished with y'all's. Let's see what y'all get. V is equal to pi 0 to 1 of x squared minus x to the 6th dx, which is x to the 3rd over 3 minus x to the 7th over 7, evaluated at 0 and 1, all of that multiplied by pi. And we all know the 0 over anything is 0, so that pretty much goes away. So 1/3 minus 1/7. So that's going to be 1/3 minus 1/7 multiplied by pi, which is equal to 7 will go into 3 will go into 7, 21, 7 times 1 be 7 over 3 minus 3 over, I'm sorry, 21. And that's 4 pi over 21. Somebody check me.
That's what I got, Hubert.
Now, what the heck does this thing look like? It kind of looks like a vase or because your washer is right here. There's your washer. And what does it look like? It looks like a funnel with pillows in it.
Kind of looks like one of those things at some malls where you put the coin in and it just goes around and around.
Yeah, like a funnel with a curve in it. Kind of like what Veruca went down. Let's see if we can find that. Got to have some fun on the last day of the week. Veruca nut funnel. No, that just pulls up. I guess you'd have to actually look up images with the funnel. See if we could find a. Nope, I don't see anything. Well, why won't they show? It didn't show it. But anyway, if you look on the chocolate, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, it's got those lines. It's kind of curved. It's not a straight funnel, so it kind of looks like that. I tried to help you with the visual, but that's not. Somebody else got, what did you say besides that? The funnel, you put a coin down, but I don't know what you call that. I don't know how to look that one up. Coin funnel. I better watch what I type in, because if I type in the wrong stuff, I get some bad stuff. Better watch that. Coin funnel. Coin funnel at the mall. Well, yeah, kinda. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There it is. You can't see it. You can't see the curve. You just have to find one that you can see the curve. That looks like Veruca right there. Anyway, I was going to try to give you some kind of visualization. Y'all settle down, please. All right, let's do a nerd. Now this one is 3 questions in one. So technically it's 3 questions, 3 good test questions. And got an A, B, and a C. Y is equal to the square root of x. Y is equal to x. And we want to know, A, What is the volume around the x-axis? That's a disc. Well, no, it's a washer. And B, around y is equal to -3. That's the washer. And C, revolving around y is equal to 8. Now, there's a reason we're doing this, okay? There's a reason I'm doing this in 3 parts, because I want to show you how important the drawing, sketch, graph is. All right, so go ahead and do the first one, and I'll give y'all about 3 minutes to I just want you to draw the graph on each of them and maybe the setup. Just try to get the setup for each one. I'll give you 4 minutes. And of course, I'm not thinking that you'll be through, but you at least draw all 3 of them in 4 minutes. Now I'm singing the Oompa Loompa song with Veruca. Set up, friends. I know y'all watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because it's make-believe stuff. And this generation watches everything that's animated and everything that's make-believe. They don't watch anything that could be real.
You just said that you were watching Archer.
Yeah. I'm, what am I? I'm Generation X, ain't I? I think I'm Gen X.
You were born in what, 55?
What?
When were you born?
I was born in 66.
66?
So I think I'm Gen X.
Yeah, that's right after Boomer generation, isn't it?
Yep.
Baby Boomer?
Yep. I think.
I think it is. My dad's Baby Boomer. He was born in 55.
All I know is my high school years were the best years since the 60s. Okay? I'm sorry. 81 through 86, nobody can touch it except maybe for the 60s. Maybe. You can't beat our movies. You can't beat our music. You can't beat anything that we did in the 81 through 85. It was perfect.
Baby boomers ended in 64.
See, that's something that y'all are deprived of, because the 90s and the 2000s, they sucked. And y'all just don't have that. Sorry. 2020s, no, nothing. I will be so glad. I just put this on Facebook. I will be so glad when the auto-tune phase goes out. I'm so sick of listening to this music and everybody sounds like this and everybody sounds like a computer. Oh my God, how do y'all listen to that? It sounds like noise. Every commercial has a freaking auto-tune in it. My God, if you can't sing, if you need an auto-tuner, why in the hell are you singing? Okay, nobody's going to talk to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all supposed to.
I don't disagree with you.
It is the most annoying sound I think there has ever been made.
Oh yeah, when it's blatantly obvious. It's pretty bad.
Wendy's, Burger King. I'm like, please take that off. All right, that's 4 minutes. So let's go ahead and draw it. And I'm going to draw it for each one. So A, we've got y is equal to the square root of x. Y is equal to x, and we're revolving around the x-axis. Okay, we know square root of x. We say that's yellow. And y is equal to x. We'll say that's pink. So yellow is going this way. And pink is going this way. And this is the area that we are wanting to find the volume of. I'm trying not to overlap the colors because I'm trying to do a good job here. There we go. And you can see that you have an outside radius, and we have a what? Inside radius. So we're going to set this one up. And this is 1. We know that because we set those equal to each other. So volume is equal to pi from 0 to 1 of your orange squared minus your blue squared dx. And somebody tell me what the outer radius is.
Y equals square root of x.
X to the 1/2. And somebody tell me what the inner radius is.
X.
X. And there is your setup. All right, you do B. If you wasn't able to finish B, go ahead and finish it now. Make sure you make the graph big enough to where you can see everything. So I'm going to draw this same graph on the next page. Y is equal to the square root of x. Y is equal to x. And it's revolving around y is equal to -3. So I'm going to draw a bigger graph. And this is going to be green. This is my new x-axis that I'm revolving around right there. Now my yellow is right here. And my pink is right here. Now this is very important. Somebody tell me, and I'll do this in blue. Somebody tell me what this distance is right here. What is that distance?
Would it be 3 units?
3. So let's say this is your destination and you're down here. I've got to go 3 units plus I've got to go where my destination is. Now I want everybody to set this one up. Now remember, you're down here. I want you to write your equation like you're coming from here to get to here. So it'd be this plus so I'm going to go ahead and write my V is equal to pi from 0 to 1. All that, nothing changes there. And I'm going to put my outer radius squared minus my inner radius squared dx. So somebody tell me what the outer radius is.
3 square root of x.
3 what?
3 plus the square root of
3
x.
plus the square root of x. And somebody tell me what the inside radius is.
X plus 3.
3.
You're starting from here.
3 plus x.
You got to go 3 plus what?
X.
Okay, now there's several things that you need to see here. Number 1, yes, addition is commutative. And you could put x squared or square root of x plus 3. But why did I not do that? Because is it important for you as a student to go from the green line to here? Is that important? Yes. That's very important that you go 3 plus that. On C, you're going to see why. The next one, you're going to see why. There's your setup. Now draw C. Do C the same way, except it's going to be different, but, you know, treat it the same way.
Hubert, do we have to solve these or just set them up?
Right now, setting them up, we might do one of them. In the
Okay.
last class, I did C, so this class, we may do B because A is pretty simple. So we might do B when we finish. If you want to look at C, you can watch the video on YouTube from the other class. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing. Y is equal to the square root of x y is equal to x. And we are revolving around y is equal to 8. And we'll color that green. I'm going to draw the same picture, except now it's going to be a little bit different. Now, for instructional purposes, I'm going to draw the width a little bit out of proportion because I want you to see everything. So please ignore the scale because you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is your new axes.
Will that swap your outside and inside radius?
You just want to steal my thunder, Mr. Paris? You're just trying to steal my thunder? Is that what you're doing?
No, I was just
Wait,
trying
why
to
don't
think.
you just teach class, Mr. Paris? Why don't you let me be in control for a while, okay? Yes, you are correct. And that is the whole purpose of me showing you this, so you can see what it does. Hopefully, you'll see it, and you are 100% correct.
Get right.
Now, I'm going to draw this picture out of proportion in respect to X because I want you to see everything, okay? So, because technically it should be like in this little corner right here, but you're not going to be able to see anything. So I'm going to make it bigger, and I want you to ignore the scale distortion, okay, please? All right, so there is that. And pink is here. And it's still 0 to 1. If I drew it to scale, it would be down here in this little corner right here, and I wouldn't be able to show you anything. All right, so. Okay, now. So somebody tell me what this distance is right there.
8.
8 units.
8 units. Now, in the previous problem, if we started here and went up here, we went 3 units, and then we had to do what? We had to add this, right? So what are we doing here?
Would you subtract 8 units?
You are subtracting. So now I'm going to draw my orange line. And that's my outside radius. Minus my purple line. This is supposed to be purple. It's not pink. And that's the inside radius. And the rest of it is pretty much what y'all been doing for the last 2 problems. V is equal to 0 to 1 pi minus dx. Okay, somebody tell me what the outside radius is. Now remember, you're starting right here and you're going this direction. So what is it?
Would it be X?
Well, you got to remember this.
Oh yeah, X minus 8.
8 minus what?
X.
Oops, hold on. 8 minus X. Hold on, I got to get my colors. There we go. And somebody give me the inner radius. Dadgummit, I drew it to the wrong line.
Square root of x.
Hold on. And that would be, like you said, 8 minus, and this is yellow, square root of x. Now do y'all see why it's important to draw the picture? I took calculus a couple of times. I dropped like 2 times, and then I stayed in the class for the whole time and got like a D. Okay? That teacher that I made the D didn't show me this. Didn't show me the difference between this type of setup and that type of setup. It wasn't until I transferred to Clemson and I got a teaching assistant, luckily, that showed exactly the way I showed you this. It makes a difference. So when this is below, when your horizontal, when your new axis is below the x-axis, you're going to what? Add when it's in the first quadrant. You're going to add. When your new axis is above the x-axis and your functions are in the first quadrant, you're going to what? Not going to add, you're going to what?
Subtract.
You're going to subtract. You know, it's these little bitty things that people don't show students that keep people from being successful in calculus. This little bitty thing, you see how important this drawing is? It's very important. All right, let's do B. Here's B. We got V is equal to pi from 0 to 1 of 3 plus the square root of x squared, which is shortcut number 1, minus 3 plus x, shortcut number 1 again, dx. All right, do your algebra. Shortcut number 1 and shortcut number 1, distribute the negative, combine like terms. Mr. Mulder, with that window behind you and it being dark, you look like you're at the hospital where old, what's his name? Biscuits and Taters. What's his name? Oh gosh, Sling Blade. Standing at it's all dark behind you in that window. You look like
I've never seen that movie.
What?
Sorry, I've never seen that movie.
Of course, it's not animated. It's not animated in Marvel Comics and DC Comics. And if it ain't that and Tide Pods, you can forget it. Y'all ain't seen Jack.
Hubert, do you
But
like
I bet
any
you can
animated
tell me
movies?
what color Tide Pods are. What?
Hubert, do you like any animated movies or shows?
No. I have
Really?
found out that all the animated movies that come from Disney or whatever, they're always about somebody who's lost and can't find their way home. All the time. Think about it. What the Lion King, what happened to him? He was in another piece of the forest and couldn't go home. Then there was the last dinosaur. What happened to him? He got lost, tried to find his way home.
Damn, Hubert going off.
Yeah. I love my Hunt for Red October. I love my Tin Cup. I love my, Rocky movies. I love those movies.
Priority 1 message coming in on secure.
I love my horror movies. And Black Widow and the Falcon and that guy with the arrow, they can go to hell.
Have you been watching Loki?
Yeah, I like it. I like Loki. I like Loki.
Did you finish Loki?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting, you know. I watched it the other night with my son. So, wait a minute. Did the last episode come on this week?
Episode 6 came on yesterday. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I hadn't watched it. I watched it with my son. He hadn't.
Okay.
I'll watch it next week with him.
All right. I won't spoil
So don't tell me nothing.
I'm not.
All right, so here we go. V is equal to, how many times? Okay, here we go. How many times has Loki been killed? Like 4 or 5 times.
3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah, but he is a Avenger. He is a demigod. He comes back. You shoot Hawkeye between the eye, he's dead. He ain't
dead.
You can't shoot. You can't shoot Tony Stark because he's got ways to, avoid the bullet. But they should have never took Tony Stark off. They should have never took the actor. No, he played that part perfect.
They'll find a way to bring him back somehow.
They're gonna bring him back with holograms.
Maybe not him exactly, but like there's a multiverse, so they could just pick another Tony Stark out of.
No, they can't. But no, not that actor. He played that act. That actor played that part perfect.
I mean, they could do Robert Downey Jr.
with holograms.
It just won't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or different universes. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But I haven't watched a single old Marvel comics since Endgame. The original Marvel comics, because Tony Stark is in there, and Tony Stark is gone, so I don't want to watch it. So that's just me. I'm weird. All right, here we go.
Hey.
Or somebody
Hubert.
complains. What?
A quick question. Do you watch Criminal Minds?
I have watched it, and I like it.
Okay.
I do like it, but I just can't watch it all the time.
Just like
SVU. I like SVU, and I like those shows, but I can't watch them every single week.
Yeah,
That's
I got you. I was just saying because one of the actors, Thomas Gibson, so I work in Charleston and he lives in Charleston, and he called our plumbing company this morning and asked to come over to his house, and I got to go over there, and holy crap, his house is gigantic.
Wait. You went to Thomas Gibson's house today?
Yeah, it was sick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he called up, said that he needed a statement first. So one of our plumbing statements guys went over, gave him a statement, said he wanted the job done. And then I got to go over there to deliver some supplies, and holy crap, his house was so nice.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but which one is he?
He played, what is his? Aaron Hotchner. He played Aaron Hotchner in Criminal Minds. He was like the very serious guy.
Okay.
He has like dark hair.
Oh. Well, that's cool. I didn't know famous people lived in Charleston. That's wild.
Yeah, funny story. He went to my old high school, Bishop England. He graduated from there.
My only 15 minutes of fame is that I'm in Ron Ratch's books. That's my only 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, you told me about that last semester. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, so I really don't have any. I did meet Alabama one time in the hotel, but that was another 5 seconds of fame for me.
That's sick. That's so cool.
Actually, I got to eat breakfast with him, so that was cool. Except for the drummer, but he's an asshole. That's why they got rid of him. All right, so pi abs 0 to 1, 9 plus 6 square root of x plus x minus 9 minus 6x minus x squared. And y'all check my algebra. And the nines, what happens to the nines? They cancel. And we have V is equal to pi 0 to 1 of negative x squared minus 6x plus x is negative 5x plus 6x to the 1/2 dx. V is equal to pi negative x to the 3rd over 3 minus 5x squared over 2 plus 6x to the 3/2 over 3/2 evaluated at 0 and 1. V is equal to pi negative 1/3 x cubed minus 5/2 x squared multiplied by 2/3, and 3 will go into 6. 2 times 2, that's 4x to the 3/2. I need y'all to check me. Evaluated at 0 and 1. V is equal to pi negative 1/3 minus 5/2 plus 4. Well, I'm going to skip a step because I'm running out of room, so I'm going to put a 6 here, a 6 here, and a 6 here. 3 will go into 6 2 times, so that's a 2. 2 will go into 6 3 times, that's a 15. And 1 will go into 6, that'll be a 24. Y'all check my math. And that's going to be negative 17 plus 24, be 7 over 6. Somebody help me out. 7 pi over 6. Somebody check my math on that one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's why a lot of your disc and washer, or a lot of your washer and your, what we're going to go over next, the ring or the shell, most of them are going to be setups, which this is your setup for B. Most of them are going to be setups. Okay, now you know how to do a disc. You know how to do the area between two curves. Now you know how to do a disc, and you know how to do a washer. So you need to work on 6.2 and 6.3 homework this weekend for those 15 people that haven't done a that blame thing. For the 5 people that are working on it, you need to keep working. And I will see y'all Monday. And we will start shell/ring.
Thanks, Hubert.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good one.
Thank you.